We were both in the 5th and 6th grade classes together.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So in 6th grade, you know, we dated, but it was the dating of like, oh, here they come, run away in the other direction. And then he actually ended up moving to a different school in the middle of 6th grade. And one day I came into class and he just wasn't there. And, you know, we didn't have cell phones and all that then, so I was like, okay, I guess he's gone. I don't have a boyfriend anymore. And then we ran into each other, you know, one time he came back for high school and we were always dating other people but always remained friends. I saw him a couple times when I was in college because I went to school in the city. And then 3 years ago I was driving down the street and I see this police car pull up behind me and I'm like, oh no, like I don't think I did anything wrong. It was early in the morning, and then I stopped at a red light and they pulled up next to me and he was in the car. And I thought it was winter time, so I had my windows up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, is someone yelling at me? I hear this noises at the radio, and I look over and he has his window down and he's smiling and he's like, Kristy, Kristy. So I rolled my window down and I was like, I thought he was just trying to say hi to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I did something wrong. I thought I was in trouble. And he's like, well, you kind of are. Your inspection sticker is expired and I just wanted to let you know so you don't get a ticket. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I like turned bright red and like rolled my window up and the light turned green. And so I was assuming that he still had his phone number from middle school, or not middle school, high school. But and he did, thankfully, because when I texted him a picture of my new sticker saying thank you, he answered. And I never asked people out, but I kind of just went out on a whim and I was like, well, I guess I owe you a drink now. And we went out for a drink and now here we are.
Wow.
Probably 5th grade, back at Hanover Middle School, and Miss Cacciamillo's class, something like that, and yeah, since then we dated in 6th grade a little bit as like little kids, you know, instant messenger, and I left after that, and I went to CM for 3 years, came back for 2 years at Hanover High, and left again to go to a different school, and saw her in college one time, and then I stopped her up on 53 up by Sunoco, and because I knew she had a bad inspection sticker, I knew her, so I wanted to tell her so she didn't get a ticket. And
That's right, your office.
yes, and so she texted me later that day and said, oh, I'd love to buy you a drink, thank you for that, I appreciate it. And you know, I accepted the offer and just took off from there, and yeah, it's been almost 3.5 years.
They're definitely me.
Yeah. So when I ask him that later today, he'll say the same thing?
Probably not. Don't think it was him.
Kristy. Kristy was the one that was like, I want to take you out, and she knew. It was all Kristy. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Who said I loved you first?
I did.
Do you know where it was, what the circumstance was?
Yeah, we were at his friend's wedding, and it was in between the reception and the cocktail hour. And you know, we were getting ready to go. He was eating a box of Cheez-Its. It was very romantic. And he's like, what time does that drink thing start? And I was like, it's called a cocktail hour, and it starts at, you know, whatever time. And then we were sitting there having a couple drinks, just chatting and, you know, talking about like the future and stuff. And then I was like, I'm just gonna say it. So we were at the Smith's wedding, and yeah, having just a little chat, and I just was like, what the heck, and threw it out there.
So you always ask the guys, they always, you know, they stumble, they forget.
Yes.
Who said I loved you first?
Kristy. I remember that. Yeah, I was at one of our friends' weddings. Yeah, I remember that weekend, and yeah.
Any more details about that moment?
Yeah, I just remember we were like hanging out before the cocktail hour of my friend's wedding, and we were talking, and she said it then, and you know, obviously I said it back, and I felt the same way, you know. But sometimes I don't use my words the best. I have trouble expressing my feelings sometimes. And she knows that, but yeah, right. So no, she put it out there, and you know, I said it right back, and.
Who moved in for the first kiss?
He did.
Do you remember where it was?
I honestly don't. I should, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first one was technically when we were like 19, 20 years old. When we were out in the city one time. I remember seeing her then.
Did you make the move?
I don't know. We don't remember where we were. But the second time, like when everything rekindled back 3-4 years ago, it's probably, I think it was her or me. I forget. I don't know.
What does mean?
Yeah, I don't. Jeez, this is a good question.
I think it was.
Sorry,
We'll leave it blank.
it's probably
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, yes. Hi, Evan. Take you, Christina,
To be my wife.
to be my wife.
I promise to be true to you
I promise to be true to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love you and honor you
I will love you and honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I, Christina, take you, Evan,
To be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise to be true to you
I promise to be true to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love you and honor you
I will love you and honor
all
you
the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Christina, take this ring
As a sign of my love and fidelity,
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
in the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
Evan, take this ring
As a sign of my love and fidelity,
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
in the name of the Father,
In the name of the
and
Father,
of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
I introduce you now for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Evan and Kristy Riley. He pulled her over because her sticker had expired. I'm sure that's all that this was about. I have no doubt.
Kevin is a police officer, and Kristy is a nurse at the Neuro ICU. I'd just like to give these two a big round of applause. Evan, you've shown, proven over these last months, your devotion and your love for Kristy during all of this. Rhonda and I couldn't be any more proud to welcome you to our family, have you as our son-in-law, knowing that Kristy is always going to be protected and you always have her back.
A few years ago, Kristy and Evan's paths crossed again while Kristy was driving around Hanover with an expired inspection sticker when Evan pulled up next to her. surprisingly enough, Evan did issue a citation. If anyone knows the type of cop Evan is, he doesn't give anyone a break. So he must have really liked her. They went out for drinks, and a year and a half later, Evan was calling me for permission to marry my sister. After much conversation, I gave him the green light to marry my sister, but under two conditions. One, I was going to go with him to pick up the ring. And number two, he had to take our last name.
Evan is what any parent would pray for out of an older brother. He's been my biggest role model since we were toddlers, whether it was being good at sports or performing poorly in school. I couldn't be happier that my brother is marrying you. You're an incredible addition to our family. We love you sincerely. I truly think with Kristy working the front lines in healthcare and Evan working overtime protecting our town, they've already been tested and are as tough as nails. The two of you together are going to make for a long-lasting marriage, and I can't wait to be part of it.
Mr. and Mrs. Riley.